What to do when you feel negative, when you feel really low? Again, this is something from personal experience. This is what I have learned over the years, what I've understood works for me, and that's why I want to share it with you all. The biggest mistake people do when they have negative thoughts is they try to suppress it. See, positive thinking is a very good thing. Everybody recommends it. We all know that when we are in a positive frame of mind, we are more solution oriented. We are able to think things through clearly, and we are able to arrive at solutions by going through the difficulties over and around them. When we are feeling negative, we are mostly in denial of those feelings. We don't want to deal with them. We are not able to think of any viable solution to that problem because we are so overcome by those kind of feelings. So, number one rule is never suppress the negative thought that has entered your mind. How to deal with it, we'll come to it later. First, we'll talk about the don'ts. Number two, never ever try to fight it, because this is like that, naughty and ill-mannered child. The more you indulge it, the more persistent it gets and it stays for a longer time. So if you're fighting it, if you're trying to rationalize it, or if you're getting too much involved into it, you will keep on thinking of arguments, counter arguments, and it will not leave you alone. Like that one song which you heard in the morning and it gets stuck in your head, whole day. It keeps on playing in your mind on a loop. Now, let's come to the do's. So if you have a negative thought that you think is a really heavy one, a big one, have a pity party. Trust me, it helps. Now, by pity party, I mean indulge it for once. Play some sad songs, just cry it out, howl a little. Once it is all out, you will feel much better. All right? So it's a big one. If it's a heavy one, just have a pity party, let it out. Number two, which I have often found very useful, is like, especially when I was in a job, so I would just distract myself. I would just put it aside for the time being, not ignore it, not suppress it, not fight it. I would just say that, okay, I'll deal with this later. Let me finish this work first. So distraction is also a very good idea. So if you can distract yourself at that time, engage yourself in some other activity, especially work related, it's a good idea to be off the topic for a while. What else can we do? One thing which I highly recommend is walking meditation at that time. Being out there in a park or a garden, walking, not talking to people, not listening to any music, not indulging in anything, but just walking. Gradually, just being surrounded by nature and walking is something that will soothe you immensely. Another therapy that works wonders is music. People really underestimate the effect music can have on your mind and your mood. Just like I said, when the thought is really heavy and when you feel that something is building up inside, you need to let it out. I told you, listen to some sad music and have a pity party and let it out. On the other spectrum, on the other end, what you can do is listen to some peppy music. Initially, your heart will not be in it, but as you keep on listening to those beats, trust me, your whole vibe will start changing from negative to positive. Again, I would like to reiterate that these are tried and tested ways that I'm talking about. This is not something I've just read or heard about. This is personal experience. And last but not the least for the day, I would highly recommend one of my favorite methods. That is, take a nap. Yes, listen to something, play something on your phone, meditative music, something calming, soothing, and just sleep. Because every time we sleep, you will notice that our vibrations, change. And every time we wake up, we can start afresh. So that is one of my favorite ways of, getting over this negativity. I hope it helped. Thank you so much for watching the video. And before you leave, please make sure you like, subscribe to my channel. Thank you and catch you soon.